Hi everyone, FIFA Career Gems here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. It really is appreciated. And welcome to my Wolves Scout a Future Star FIFA 18 Career Mode Episode 1. So let's get the party started. I will be using the 60% funds increase, why the hell not? And the reason I've decided to go with Wolves is they made some pretty astute signings over the summer. Ruben Neves from Porto, quality on the last couple of FIFAs, and Leo Bonatini on loan, and also Diego Jota on loan. So I decided to use Wolves for that reason. And they've got a pretty healthy budget also. So I'll choose the manager that I don't think people would mess with. So I always go for the little skinhead. And as you can see, we'll be playing on Legendary, as I always do. And on to the career mode. Well, because this is not a growth test, I do participate in the pre-season tournament. The Belgian one has got the most money on offer, but I'd prefer to spend my summer in Spain, so I will go for the Spanish pre-season tournament. So let's have a look at the teams we will be facing. And the first game will be against Udinese, followed by a few days later against Valladolid. And we wrap the group games up against Tenerife, and hopefully we can progress from that group into the semi-finals. Now, like I said previously, this is a Scout a Future Star career mode. I'm going to build my team once it's high enough rated around the Scout a Future Star. So let's get that scout dispatched to find him. The next thing I always do when starting a career mode is I like to trim the squad down. So I'll sell quite a few of the older players, over 30s, and I like to try and loan out as many of the young prospects as possible. Luckily with this Wolves team, they've quite a few out on loan already. I'm a big fan of Dominic Iorfa, so he might get recalled at some point, but yeah, a few of their prospects are already out on loan anyway. And they have got a few loan players in there as well. Like previously mentioned, they've got Diego Jota, Leo Bonatini, and Alfred Nadai, who are all on loan at Wolves, but all quality players, so I'm not going to send them back to the parent clubs yet. I'm going to give them a chance to impress me, and if they do, I will possibly make their deals permanent in the next season. Morgan Gibbs-White there, we'll send him out on loan, an England Under-17 World Cup winner. They've got a very deep squad, have Wolves. They're a very good team to start a career mode with if you're thinking of starting a new career mode. Like I said previously, they've got plenty of a budget. They've got a very good nucleus of main star players with Ruben Neves, Leo Bonatini, Diego Jota, and a fair few young players as well you can try and get loaned out. And also they've got some very good wide players in Calaviero and Helder Costa as well, very good. So let's have a look at the budget. £32 million, so we'll probably knock that down and put a few more over to the wages. But I did notice they have got a lack of striking depth, so I shortlisted these three strikers: Lautaro Martinez, Moussa Dembele and Patrick Cutrone. And I decided to go with Martinez simply because he's always got a release clause. He seems to always have a release clause when I start a career, but I'm not going to pay the release clause. I'm going to try and negotiate a better deal for my club Wolves. So they wanted £11.7 million for the release clause, and I'm going to go in with an offer of 8.5. See what they think to that deal. A little bit significantly less than what they wanted for the release clause, but it's a fair offer at 8.5, and they seem pretty chuffed with that, so let's get it sorted. So on to the final stages of the wages negotiations. 13 grand a week, a few down payments for goals and appearances. Martinez is now a Wolverhampton Wanderers player. First signing made. So on to the first game in the pre-season tournament against Udinese. Yeah, similar kits. And they've got a lot of black on there, so I'll probably put myself in one of my third alternate shirts, a nice blue and orange speckled, and Udinese can play in their away shirt. So let's have a look at the team. We'll give Martinez his debut in place of Bonatini. And Alfred Ndai can come on and see if he can impress me as a lone player. So pretty solid side. Don't know if I'll stick with 5 at the back, sorry. We might move to a 4-3-3 depending on how we progress. So the first game against Udinese ended up being a 3-0 victory. Goals scored by Diego Jota, the debut boy Lautaro Martinez, and second half substitute Bright Nkabade. So let's have a look at the highlights of the match here at the Bernabeu. Don't know why this is a highlight, it's just a player falling over on the floor. Not really a highlight.
Really interesting, Alan, to see.
Goal number 1, good cross. Headed in at the far post by Diego Jota.
As to which players maybe be a little bit fitter than the excellent pass. No offside, he's in.
Great ball across. Shot. Clipped the post. Unlucky from Martinez. That's not his first goal yet. But he wasn't to be denied for too much longer. Great ball across. Solid finish right at the end of the first half. Opening up his account for Wolves. Udinese, very good opponents. We managed to keep them at bay with some good saves by John Ruddy. You'd think, but great tapping from Bright Nkabare to finish off the goal scoring. We could have scored a further goal right at the end, but just leant back a little bit too much and clipped the top of the bar. But very good result anyway. So back to the transfer hub for a few more of my targets. Most of these are English youngsters, so I like to keep things English if I'm managing an English club, but a lot of them also unwilling to transfer in the first season, apart from Dazelle and maybe Dale Fry. But a player I did want to try out in this career mode was Nicola Barella from Cagliari. Not used him in FIFA yet, this FIFA 18, so I decided to give him a whirl. Signed him for £8.5 million, 30 grand a week, and he will become Ruben Neves' partner in that central midfield. So that's signing number 2 made. So let's stick him in the starting 11 at the side of Ruben Neves. He's still only 73 rated, but he's got 87 potential, so I'm sure that 73 will increase very quickly. He's a great addition to my Wolves squad. Like I say, I'm still toying with the idea if I'm going to keep the 5 at the back. Pretty sure I will move to a 4-3-3 at some point. So on to match number 2 against Valladolid. We'll use our black away shirt. Pretty solid team to go with. Trying to get the points to make us qualify for the next stage of the pre-season tournament. So going with a strong team. And a nice result of 2-0. Very professional job done. So let's have a look at the highlights. Diego Jota again on the score sheet. Lovely ball over the top, cut inside. And a great curled finish to make it 1-0. Nice tidy finish from Diego Jota.
Gets the credit, and the credit was being in the right place at the right time. Yeah, I think
And the second goal from second half substitute, Martinez. Lovely first time left foot finish. Keeper probably should have done better, but because he took it early, great finish from Martinez, who started his Wolves career like a steam train.
Well, he got to the position of maximum opportunity. It was an impossible opportunity.
So there ends episode number 1. Please join me later in the week for episode number 2. And all that remains to say, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. FCG out.